Earth. The only planet third from the sun to hold the most vast wonders of the known universe. Some right in your very backyard. Bodies of water covering almost 70% and all its sea inhabitants, leaving just 30% left to local land dwellers and all its wonders. "31% of the global land is actually covered in forest and jungles. Some of the largest can be found in places like Brazil, China, Russia, and even here. But I'm afraid that as signs of climate change begin to make themselves more and more animate, they may be putting our stalky neighbors at risk. Hello, I'm David Attenborough, and welcome to Run, Forest, Run. In this country alone, forests occupy approximately 740 million acres, roughly 1/3 of the total land area. They provide many benefits and services to our society, like clean air and water, recreations, wildlife habitats, carbon storages, and climate regulations. Climate change can influence the structures and functions of forest ecosystems.
So in its most simplest form, an ecosystem is basically a community of living organisms that live and thrive together. So if one portion of an ecosystem is unhealthy, then that affects all the other parts of an ecosystem.
It can even worsen the frequency and intensity of pest outbreaks, forest fires, human development, even drought. These impacts are called disturbances. Rising temperatures may enable some insect species to develop faster, alter their seasonal life cycle, and expand their ranges to new areas. A lack of natural control such as predators, pathogens, or even inadequate tree defenses can allow insects to spread. Drought often weakens trees, making forests more susceptible to wildfires. Just this year alone, wildfires have burned through over 5.6 million acres in the US, even through 5-foot regions of Alaska. This large, rapid release of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere contributes to rising effects of climate change. In 2005, both hurricanes Rita and Katrina damaged over 5,000 acres of forest. The amount of carbon released is roughly equivalent to the net amount sequestered by all US forests in 1 year. Growth and productivity can either directly or indirectly affect plants based upon elevated levels of carbon dioxide. Even though carbon dioxide is required for photosynthesis, changes in atmosphere can shift the distribution of tree species. Some are likely to move north or higher altitudes, whereas other species are at risk if their geographic conditions are no longer suitably met and may die out. Most of Earth's carbon is stored in reservoirs such as the air, ocean, sediments, and trees. We have at least 52 years worth of carbon emissions stored and are continuing to expand about 0.5% each year. However, the net growth is expected to decline over the next 30 years due to land use and aging forests.
Oh please, global warming? That's a myth. There's nothing we can do about it.
I believe it to be fact. I think, we could just take that extra little effort to make sure that we take care of our planet, whether that's eliminating, whatever type of waste we can.
There are clearly signs that tell us every day that something's wrong with our planet.
Currently, global warming is causing Earth's surface temps to increase at an average rate of 2.7 degrees per year, leading to more heat waves, droughts, and other intense weather phenomena. To avoid this from getting worse, we need to start cutting greenhouse gas emissions by roughly 7% per year in order to beat net zero by 2050. Around 1 billion people worldwide depend on forestry, for they carry wild foods and edible plant products that contain high levels of micronutrients. Simply visiting forest reserves can have positive impacts on one's physical and mental health. Inadvertently, expansions of human populations into newer areas may have been linked to the current COVID-19 virus. Together, we have the power to demand action and bring about positive change to our planet. From changing the way we buy and consume products, to encouraging government officials to support policies on reducing greenhouse gases and protecting the environment. Forests are increasingly known for their role as a nature-based solution to many sustainable development challenges. We must build on this to catalyze bold actions needed to prevent, halt, and hopefully reverse the loss of forests and their biodiversity for the benefit of current and future generations to come.